How did ancient people move stones this massive without cranes, engines, or modern machines? Some of these stones weighed several tons, yet ancient builders found ways to move them across land and water. There were no diesel engines, no hydraulic cranes, and no modern trucks. So what did they use? The first secret was understanding the stone itself and finding the easiest way to separate it from the earth.
Instead of attacking the entire rock, workers could exploit natural weaknesses and carefully control the break.
Their tools looked simple, but the method behind them was surprisingly intelligent. Every strike had a purpose. The goal was not brute force, but controlled force. Once the block was free, the real challenge began, getting this enormous weight to its destination. At this scale, even pushing the stone a few meters would require enormous effort. So the first great technology was not a machine, it was organization. Strong natural fiber ropes allowed large groups of people to connect their strength to one enormous load. But rollers were not perfect. Rough ground could make the method difficult or impossible. At the signal, everyone pulled together. At first, the stone might barely move. The biggest enemy was friction, the resistance between the heavy stone and the ground. Instead of fighting the terrain, they could change the terrain to make the journey easier.
In some situations, wooden rollers could reduce resistance and help move heavy loads.
Heave! Slide it in! Lower it down!
The process could be repeated again and again. Move forward, recover the rollers, and place them ahead. Another powerful solution was the sledge, a heavy wooden platform designed to slide. Evidence and modern experiments suggest that wetting certain sandy surfaces could reduce resistance. With the surface prepared, hundreds of people could turn an impossible-looking task into controlled movement. Rhythm mattered. Coordinated movement allowed many people to apply force at the same moment. And when the stone needed to change position, simple levers could multiply the effect of human effort. A lever does not create energy. It changes how that energy is applied.
Heave, everyone!
Instead of moving the entire block at once, they could shift it a little, secure it, and repeat.
Lift it higher!
That was the real trick. An impossible movement becomes possible when it is divided into smaller movements. For lifting heavy stones upward, ramps offered another remarkably simple solution. A long, gentle slope could turn a difficult vertical lift into a slower but more manageable journey. Ancient Egypt gives us some of the clearest evidence for large-scale stone transportation. And when geography allowed it, water became one of the most efficient ways to move heavy cargo.
Instead of dragging the stone for the entire journey, workers could use the river as a natural transportation route.
On water, the resistance was dramatically different, making long-distance transportation much more practical. Once the stone reached its destination, the same simple principles took over again. The final distance could be the hardest, because every meter demanded careful control. Moving the stone was only half the challenge. It also had to finish in exactly the right position. Simple ropes, measurements, and controlled adjustments could produce surprisingly precise results. They did not need to lift everything straight upward. Gradual elevation made the problem much easier. The real power was not one person. It was hundreds of people, working as one organized system. Stonehenge gives us another fascinating example of prehistoric people working with enormous stones. The exact methods changed from place to place, because every landscape created different challenges. This knowledge was not invented overnight. It was learned, improved, and passed from one generation to another. They understood principles that modern engineers still use today: leverage, friction, force, and geometry. In a sense, the workers themselves became the machine, organized to multiply their collective effort. And they had something modern construction constantly tries to save: time. A task that seems impossibly slow to us could become achievable when patience was part of the plan. But there is still a mystery. For many ancient monuments, we do not know every detail of how they were built.
Archaeologists combine surviving structures, ancient evidence, experiments, and historical clues to reconstruct the most likely methods.
So how did ancient people move giant stones? Not with one secret technique, but with many simple ideas working together.
Human strength, clever engineering, teamwork, and patience turned impossible stones into monuments that still amaze us today.